everyone, welcome back to my channel Astral Dimension. So today's podcast is about masculine energy and feminine energy. I will try to give you an overview in astrology how we can differentiate masculine energy and feminine energy. And then after this topic we will understand Mars in depth. So as you are already aware that we have covered Venus, the part and the role that Venus plays in relationships. So we have covered that particular dynamic. And today we are going to understand feminine nature and masculine nature through astrology. Why there are some sayings like a female is an enemy of a female, or why females can sacrifice a lot more in relationship, why masculine energy is very protective, possessive and lustful, why females want romance more than lust. I will try to answer all these questions through astrology. And trust me, it's really simple. When you try to understand astrology, these things will become very crystal clear to you that why these phrases are used, why a female is a female and why a male is a male. So that distinction is very common, and yet it is very whole. When we talk about feminine nature and masculine nature, we are not just generalizing females and males. In astrology, feminine and masculine, and not just in astrology, even simply in life, feminine and masculine is one entity. It's a part of a, we can say, it's a part of a single entity. So you cannot differentiate between these two to a very extreme extent, because then it will be wrong. Because feminine and masculine are, like, we can say, positive and negative part of a circuit. So as long as these are together, circuit will work perfectly fine. But if we remove any one of these, the circuit will not work. In the same manner, in astrology we have to understand masculine and feminine nature in depth. So when we talk about feminine, we have to use Venus again. So see, when we talk about Venus, we know that in astrology Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is the energy in which Venus will feel like, okay, I'm at my highest potential. Why is that so? Pisces is the only sign where we can see that yes, we are ready to let go of everything. Venus will feel so much devotion, passion, romance, energy in the sign of Pisces that it will feel like, okay, now I am complete. Feminine thrive on sacrificing, letting go of their controlling nature. Feminine will thrive when she doesn't need to think about, okay, how my life is supposed to happen in this particular way, or how I'm going to take this particular decision, because feminine wants devotion. Feminine wants some kind of romance that can take every burden from her mind. That is the energy where feminine will feel extremely relaxed and happy. And again, I'm not talking about females, I'm talking about feminine energy. Even a male, when they find something about which they are passionate, devotional, they will feel that feminine instinct in them. They will feel like, okay, now I am feeling at my highest happiness level. I am feeling spiritual. I am feeling devotional. I am feeling like I want to serve this to this woman. That kind of femininity is also present in males, and same will go for females, because the level of we can say the percentage of feminine and masculine will change in females and males, as females will have more femininity and males will have somewhat more masculinity. So that is another dynamic. But I'm telling you in general that females and feminine nature will thrive the best when they are not given any kind of burden or responsibility to outperform, to be productive, to be very we can say controlling and in a managerial role. No, feminine will thrive when she has to let go of everything. When she will think that, okay, my life is in a flowy state, because Pisces is a water sign, ocean energy. So feminine wants to flow, and whatever is giving any kind of problem to you, feminine will be there to listen to you, to give you some space so that you can trust her, you can be vulnerable in front of feminine energy. So some males who have somewhat more level of feminine nature, females will find it very easy to talk to those guys, because they will hold some space for them. They will give them that energy that, okay, you can vent in front of us. And this is the main point that we forget in relationship, that feminine nature wants you to listen. Feminine nature wants you to understand that it's okay to vent, it's okay to cry, it's okay to say the things that are holding you back from inside. That is the feminine nature. Female will thrive in such environment, and also they will give you the environment so that you can vent, you can give away every kind of wounds that are disturbing you from inside, and then you can let it go and you can finally be the best version of yourself. That is the main feminine nature. Feminine nature also shows that, see, whenever Venus is in the sign of Taurus, again it becomes really powerful. Now Taurus is not a water sign, Taurus is a earth element sign, and in the sign of Taurus we can say a different side of feminine nature. So now I want to make you understand one thing, that when we talk about feminine nature, we can not just see Venus in a sign of Pisces. We have to see Venus in all major important sign where we can see the side of Venus. So just like I've talked in the last podcast, that in the sign of Taurus and Libra, how Venus will shift the energies or what qualities Venus will hold, in the same manner, in the sign of Taurus, Venus will show you its materialistic side. And by Venus, I mean feminine side. Females will want a level of comfort, a level of luxury, so they can feel beautiful. No matter if their partner is rich or poor, no matter if their partner is earning a large amount of money or a very insignificant amount of money, that is not the priority. The main thing, the main crux of this materialistic aspect is that females want to feel beautiful. If their partner can give them that much luxury, that much time, that much attention, that much focus, or that much creativity to be free in themselves. Some partners will always try to criticize their partner, their female partner, by saying that no, you don't look good in this dress, you don't look good in these types of clothes. That is shutting down the energy of Taurus. When their partner criticizes them in any manner, believe me, in any manner, even if their partner is trying to improve them, even if their partner is trying to tell them that no, these clothes don't look good on you, please try to wear something else, if that statement is coming from their male partner, they will criticize themselves even more. They will shut down, because Venus in the energy of Taurus wants to hear only good stuff from their partner. Taurus is also our communication, the tone of communication. So, if you are a male partner and you are talking to your feminine counterpart, you have to be careful that your tone should not be critical. You have to understand that you cannot criticize, especially you cannot criticize her creativity, you cannot criticize her dressing sense, you cannot criticize her makeup, you cannot criticize the way she talks, the way she moves, the way she do her makeup. These things are off limit. Now some people might say that, okay, if her makeup is completely horrible, what can I do? How can I tell her that no, she's not looking good? You have to find a way, you have to find a creative way. I don't know how you can say that, but you cannot use the critical tone in front of her. The moment you use critical tone, it will click in her mind that, okay, I need to shut off my Taurus persona. Then she will question herself, she will become insecure. That is feminine nature. On the other hand, if you are saying something to the male, something to the masculine man, that okay, this shirt does not look good on you, he will take it, he will take it very well, and he will believe you and he will change the clothes. That is not the major point for him. Why? Because Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is a very stable, sturdy energy. Capricorn will not move just because you have criticized him. So, in that particular zone, you have to think that, okay, Venus in the sign of Taurus will shut down if you criticize your woman. Then comes the next part, Venus in the sign of Libra. Now, many people will say that, okay, we need to have some space in the relationship. We need to give some freedom in the relationship, and that is perfectly all right. But Venus in the sign of Libra will tell you that you have to make your feminine partner understand that their brand value is really strong in their social circle. Females cannot tolerate when you compare them with other women. Females cannot tolerate when they see some other couple more happy, more in love, more in romance. They will feel bad, they will feel insignificant, because females always want to outperform in the sector of relationship. So if you are not paying enough attention that how you are treating her in public, how you are treating her in front of her friends, how you are treating her in front of your friends, how you are treating her in front of your family, how you are treating her in front of her family, then things will go wrong. Females will take even extra notice of your behavior whenever you are out in public with her. And that is the main point, especially in the countries where females live with their in-laws. The problems begin because female will pay extra notice that okay, in front of your parents you were rude to me, in front of your parents you were criticizing me, in front of your parents you were making jokes about me. Why? Because then the Venus in the Libra will be impacted. Venus, feminine nature in the sign of Libra, will want you to give her respect, space whenever you are out in public, so that your relationship can have a brand value, so that she can feel secure, she can feel okay, she can trust you even when she's not around you. You're not going to say something negative and bad about her. That thing will give her security. So if you are not taking stand for your female, for your feminine counterpart when you are out in public, again destruction of relationship, because Venus will rule Taurus and Libra both. Venus is exalted in a sign of Pisces, so we have to see these three to understand feminine nature in depth. When we will cover Venus in other signs, we will see other sides of female, because not every female is going to be same. Some females will take criticism really well, some females will take your we can say, if you're not taking stand for them, they will not pay attention to you, because then that Venus is Capricorn in nature, that Venus might be Leo in nature. So that is completely different. But here I am telling you majority of feminine energy, how it is going to work. So you have to understand to create a brand value for your relationship, so that she can feel proud about her relationship, that no, my partner is giving me respect, love, not just behind the closed doors, even out when we are out in public. That is main factor. Now let's come to the masculine energy. Mars, for masculine energy, we have to see Mars. And let me tell you one fact, that when we see uh, in terms of relationship and marriage, we have to see Jupiter in a female chart. But when we are talking about masculine energy, here we have to see Mars. So Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn, as we all know, and Mars rules the sign of Scorpio and Aries. Now comes the interesting part. Why we always label males as lustful? Why we think that males are always behind just one thing, they are always running for one thing, and that is sex? No, that is not correct. And that is not the correct way to understand their psychology, to understand the way of their mechanism, because masculine energy is ruling the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is all about passion. When there is no passion, when there is no chemistry, you cannot make the masculine entity relaxed and comfortable. That is where their entire energy and focus will be, because Mars will rule the sign of Scorpio. And due to that Scorpio, a sense of possessiveness will come, a sense of, we can say, a hidden protection will come. Some males might not show it very evidently and clearly that they are jealous, because some males are, yes, very secure in their masculinity. They will not judge you, they will not question you, they will not doubt on your intentions again and again, and they will not bug you that wherever you, with whom you were talking, they are not going to do these things. But behind some, we can say, veils, there will be a mask, and that man will have some jealousy for everyone that is looking to their girl. That is the sign of Scorpio. That is not just male nature, that is a sign of Scorpio. Now some females can say that okay, I also have jealousy. What about that? You have masculinity in you, which is very common, which is very basic, because everyone has both masculine and feminine nature, and your sign of Scorpio is active, so you will be even far more jealous than your male counterpart. Now, not just lust, the sign of Scorpio will tell you that if sexual intimacy is not satisfactory in a relationship, then male will not feel like going ahead with the relationship. And this is hurtful, this is bitter, but this is the truth. So, if a person, especially a male person, is not feeling like they are getting everything out of their physical intimacy in the relationship, that relationship might not work at all. Now, some males are not going to say that, okay, physical intimacy is off, so I'm breaking up with you. They will bring some other things in the picture. They will get irritated on small things. They will try to criticize you over other things. They will make issue out of everything. And suddenly you will feel like, okay, they are pulling back, and then they will break the connection. They might say that you are not respecting his parents. They might say that now he's not feeling the spark. He can say that, okay, I don't think this relationship is going anywhere. They can use anything. But if physical intimacy is off, it's really unlikely, highly unlikely, that a male will survive in that particular relationship. They will not. They will find some way out. That is one thing. And other part is that vengeful nature. Why males cannot take no for an answer? Why males, and again, I'm not justifying their any kind of bad behavior, negative behavior. I'm just telling you how we can see astrologically that, okay, this is the issue. So I'm not saying to the males that, okay, it's really good that you're not taking no for an answer. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, because Mars rule the sign of Scorpio, there is a sense of vengefulness for every rejection. So if a male is rejected, it hurts something in his masculinity, that how you can reject me. And yes, there are some males who will take rejection very beautifully. They will not criticize you, they will not go after you, they will not stalk you and everything. But yes, inside some males, especially the masculine energy, there is some sense of ego that will be hurt if they are rejected. Not just in love life, life in general. Because every male is very competitive to the core. Males will constantly compare their girlfriends, they will compare their job, they will compare their salary, they will compare their income, they will compare their lifestyle, they will compare their house, they will compare size, even size of their private parts. So males are very competitive in this sector, and this is again the sign of Scorpio. No male is going to tell you on face. They will always make fun about females, that females are so jealous about each other, female friendships are fake, female friendships are this and that. But in reality, males are extremely jealous. Whenever you see some male extremely unhappy and sad, some reason will be his friends are doing really good in life and he's not doing anything. He will not be unhappy for them, but he will be competitive in his mind that no, I am not doing anything. They are doing so much in their life, but I am just here. I'm stagnant in my life. That is the sign of Scorpio talking. And again, Mars will also rule the sign of Aries. So, impulsiveness, anger, testosterone, all these things are sign of Aries. And in the sign of Aries, we can say the masculine nature is very hyperactive and the chasing energy. Why we say that males like to chase? Why we say that if in some relationship male is not chasing, that relationship might not work? Because if you are not giving space to run to an athlete, how you think he will feel? If a person is a runner, you know that he runs and his entire life is dependent on running, and you are not giving space to that particular person for running, he will be frustrated. In the same sense, masculine energy will feel free if you are giving him space to chase. That is Mars in the sign of Aries. Also, impulsiveness, anger, taking decisions rationally and then regretting them later. Why we say that man will always come back? Because they are taking the decision of breakup, separation, divorce, and impulsion. They will be impulsive in these decisions, but then when later on their Scorpio energy comes back and it haunts them with the memory of past, then they will come back. Then again, the sign of Scorpio will be talking. So that is masculine energy at play. Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. What we can see from that particular placement, that love for males is not their highest achievement. Males are able to compartmentalize their entire life in little boxes. So, if for a certain phase in their life they are dedicated towards their career, they will tell their partner that no, they cannot give time in the relationship and they are hyper focused about their career and they want to give time to their career. This is how their brain is functioning. They can take one thing at a time. That is Capricorn energy, because they will feel their best when they are achieving something which is unimaginable, extremely hard, and difficult. That is why some females will feel really unhappy when their males are super busy, successful, because they don't have time for their females. Why? Because now their mind is compartmentalized. Now their mind is completely structured. At one point, they will turn off the switch of romance. They will turn off the switch of love in their life. And other switches will be open, that now they have to do something in their career. And that is why female will find it really difficult, that why you are not missing me, why you are not paying attention to me, why you don't have this urge to talk to me 24/7, because he has his mind in a very compartmentalized form. That is masculine energy. I will pay focus on my work today, I will pay focus on this thing today, I will now focus on sex at this time of the day. So their mind is completely structured. They are not worried about their relationship 24/7. But Venus in the sign of Pisces is thinking about sacrifice in relationship. And one very interesting fact, why we say, especially in Hindi, we say that औरत ही औरत की दुश्मन है. A female is enemy of a female. Why we say that? The main thing is that Venus in the sign of Pisces want to see sacrifice. If females are seeing other females who are very happy, who are not sacrificing anything in the relationship, then female will feel like, okay, this is bad. Why? Because we females want to see other females sacrificing something in their life. And that is why your in-laws, especially your mother-in-law, will tell you that, okay, now give us a child. Now you are married, so you have these duties, you have these responsibilities, because she wants to see her sacrifice in you. That is one thing that we can understand from the sign of Pisces, that now you can say that, okay, this is negative, this is bad, but this is how feminine nature is. Feminine nature wants to see some sense of sacrifice from other feminine counterparts. That is main thing. So if any female will see other female thriving and very happy and very successful, not sacrificing anything in the relationship, suddenly that female will become a vamp. Suddenly that female will be a bitch. So these things are present in a feminine mentality as well. That is negative part of sign Pisces. Now masculine energy, which is in the sign of Capricorn, if a male will see other male who is ignoring his life partner, who is ignoring his relationship, but striving very hard towards his goal and career, that male will be a hero. Because masculine energy, Mars is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. So if a person see that, okay, this man is not even paying attention to his wife, and he's so successful, he's going for his business, he's going for his goals, he's achieving so much, so he's my hero, he's my inspiration. So that person is not going to become bad or negative in any sense to any other masculine entities. So that is major game. So I hope you will understand some sense of masculine and feminine nature. And again, this is very controversial topic. This is very difficult to understand, because some females will have some higher masculine energy in them, and some males will have some higher feminine energy in them, and they might not be able to resonate with it. But try to understand, we have both masculine and feminine nature in us. And we will understand it when we will see the sign of Capricorn and Pisces, Taurus, Libra, Aries, and Scorpio. Then you will understand that, okay, being a female, I have Scorpio in this house, so I'm jealous about this thing. Being a male, I have Pisces in this house, so I am devotional and subservient in this sector of my life. Then the picture will become clear. So I hope you will understand it and enjoy it. So if you have comments, you can write them down, and you can even follow my page, or you can write directly on Instagram. My channel is from the same name, Astral Dimension. So if you have any questions and doubt, feel free to ask me. Thank you.